and welcome to the Las Vegas Ice Center in the 2017 Silver Stick Invitational. This is the first game of the morning in the U12AA division. Right now you're looking at the road team. On the guest bench, the LA Junior Kings 1. And they'll face off against the Golden State Elite 2 team. They'll be on the home bench wearing the gold trimmed in blue.
Today?
Actually, the kid who's supposed to be doing it texted me 1:30 this morning. He said he can't do it. I think this is my guy.
Oh, okay.
He'll do play-by-play.
Yeah.
He'll do good.
Awesome. Cool. I heard you had to take over someone's position. They were out till 1:30 or something. He said his other guy called in and couldn't make it.
I was up until 12:30. I wasn't out.
Yeah.
I got finals to study for next week. So.
Yeah.
Let's have a good one today. All played great this week. Let's get it going.
It's big data analysis.
Yeah.
Let's go.
2017 International Silver Stick Tournament. Starting line for the Kings in goal number 31, 710. Number 28, Dexter Big Line.
USA Center in the 2017 International Silver Stick Tournament. 12 U12AA game featuring the LA Junior Kings and the Golden State Elite North 2. But we'll just stick with Elite for now, as this is Litzinger. Tied up in behind. Still with it, trying to shovel ahead. It's kicked across to the corner. Desmarais gets it down low. Fleming trying to tie his man up down low, and we have ourselves looks like a delayed penalty coming here.
All right. Hey, you guys get one chance for this.
Got a penalty early on here, just 40 seconds in. Ethan Vanier. Penalty to the Elite for tripping, as we just saw there. Back up top for Tallis. Kings power play, very good. It starts with Dexter Kickline. He's not out there though. He had 2 power play goals in yesterday's contest. As Tallis looks in front, it's knocked down in front. Gensler trying to hold it in. And this one was twice all the way back down by, or actually that one went off a man at center. Gensler has it back. Or poked it away momentarily, gets it back though, and it's carried in. Offside go the Kings. Back across it comes for Kickline. Kickline just gains entry, dumps it in deep. Desmarais. Back up top for Kickline. Kickline has it again. Looks in front, and a chaos in front ensues as a rebound just sat in at the front of the goal. After going off James Graham, and well, this should not be an icing, but they rule it so. This has been a bit of a theme this weekend. Not quite sure why. Icings on a penalty kill. 40 seconds to go. So it's cleared to the corner. And a chance walking in is Brodeur, saved by Graham. Tallis quickly back in they go. Fleming a chance here to side by Graham. To the corner, taken away by Fleming. And this is called trip. Sends it through the middle all the way back down. And another icing. 1 second to go on the penalty kill. Golden State has one too many out there. Has to come off. Now they return to full strike. Or now Hall sends it back in. To it is Boardman. Well, this will be an icing. It's Golden State full strike.
Let's go, keep going.
taken here by Orr. It skips up and away from Choi. This is Hall ahead. Too far for Christensen. Nolan James Mix plays it back. Orr collides with Morris. This is Mix. Coming in to help is Vanier. Another pile up here. It kicks loose. Back to the line for Choi. His chance. Skips on in. Save by Graham. Now again out of the corner. Morris. Hall. His chance. Turned aside by Graham. And it's hoisted off the glass and all the way back down. Hall will go back for this one. Delta head taken away by Croxall. And to it is Choi. He turns it along for Hall. Ahead for Litzinger. Dealt off the boards. And taken here by Abenojar, and his chance was sent just off. Kept it at the line by Croxall. Now Hall dribbles it ahead. Lashinsky trying to keep it in. Morris shovels it up ahead. And here come the Kings, 2-on-1. Negus. He's got Litzinger driving towards the goal, but he couldn't get it on goal. Dan Ray following up. And Negus there tied up by Winter. And this kicks across. Croxall. This gets ahead with it, and now Isak throws it across, and Litzinger intercepts and brings it back. Now in the corner, try to get back out top, and Isak has it ahead. Across for Boardman. Boardman streaking on through. He's got a man breaking towards the goal. Saved by Chen. And it's covered up. 7.5 to go in period one, as it remains scoreless in this one. A tie up here. It's carried ahead by Retschuk. Back in it goes. Castro trying to beat his man to it, could not. Castro now collects it. Turns away from Orr, and a penalty for that sequence. Penalty there is to Cameron Brodeur. He picks up the minor for a check. Tie up here. And this is hoisted up ahead by Lashinsky. Desmarais. Now with that one, drops it back forward. Amanda Lashinsky was there, taken away by Desmarais. He shovels it ahead. Abenojar gets it ahead. And this is brought back in by Blauen. Lashinsky had to go off his skate and kick right to Desmarais. Back he comes short-handed. Puts on the brakes, looks across, now Gensler looks, fires, save by Graham. No further play here, minute 13 left on the penalty to Brodeur. Just over 6 minutes to go in the period. Negus to it in the corner. Hall keeps it to the corner there. Dropped on back behind the goal. Steered ahead, kick line a chance, goes off the leg. Wowing to it, but couldn't quite get to it as it's brought ahead by kick line. And he steers it in. Graham just paddles it aside. Intercepted by Hall. Played across here, brief 3-on-2 as the Elite enter the zone, and a chance skipped across. Back for Lashinsky. Cross here for Abanajar, and it's broken up and carried ahead by Negus. Negus to it, just gets it in. Abanajar with 10 seconds to go until Berder returns. Lashinsky cuts to the middle. His chance is held by Chad. As the Kings return to full strength. 5 minutes to go in the period. This one steered ahead. It'll go all the way back down for an icing on the Kings. Still in a scoreless tie. Early in the game, still period number 1. Boardman draws it back. This one is hoisted on ahead, hoping for Morris. Collected in behind by Hall. Kept in. Fiore keeps it in for Boardman. Mix keeps it in there. Boardman tied up, and it's chipped ahead out to center. Morris leaned on by Winter. And a chance is broken up in front by Fiore. Can't get it out though. It's hemmed in at the corner. And Gettinger steered ahead. Back in goes kick line. Mix keeps it from traveling around the dot. Kick line again. Quick shot towards the goal. Saved by Graham. Now again, trying to go out in front. Graham with towel down, and he holds on there. 3.5 to play in period 1. Negus from the corner. Up top for Litzinger. And it goes all the way back for an icing on the Elite. To go. In the first period. Carried on ahead. A chance there for Lashinsky, saved by Chen. Esick tied up. Kicks long for Croxall. He tried to get it towards the goal. It was blocked. And back for Cultrip. And for Croxall. And this one knocked away by Desmarais. Or tied up by Desmarais. Esick. Long for Croxall. And a chance there. Wouldn't quite go. Desmarais. And Lashinsky. Back in he goes, but they roll it an offside on the Elite. Now carried on ahead by Brodeur. And now Gensler on a cross. Nick still with it, now a chance in front, wouldn't quite go. Gensler still with it in behind. Vanier tied up. And Brodeur to the corner. Brodeur chips it away. Now tries to spin away from his man. Castro takes it to the backhand. And kick line. Out to the line. And he scores! Kick line opens the scoring here, 1-0 Kings. 45 seconds to play in period number 1. This is taken by Gettinger. Orr tries to cut in front. Lifted ahead by Bardman, and now Orr. Stop the cheer for an offside. 26 seconds to go in period number 1. Taken on ahead by Tallis. Chopped off for Christensen. He cuts the middle, and a chance is turned aside by Graham. And Ranch shot. Christensen turning one quickly. That one off the leg in front. Over to it is Boardman. Boardman trying to clear. He's harassed. And that'll do it for the first period in this one. 1-0 lead for the Kings after 1 period of play. 2. This one hoisted off the glass and Tallis back for it. Hoisted ahead. Now Croxall lost the handle. And now a chance here. Just went wide. Off the stick of Desmarais. Litzinger, now Desmarais. Drops it off. Tallis tries to hand it off and try and cut in was Litzinger. He was tied up. Back by Lashinsky. Desmarais there to hoist it off the glass and back in. Abenajar scoops it along. Steered back along by Coltrip. And a chance there, power side by Graham. Now Christensen, Morris. Over to it, Morris turns in front and a chance off a leg. Tie up there by Croxall and this one steered ahead. Morris trying to keep and now a chance. It is carried ahead by Lashinsky. Lashinsky moves in and he couldn't get it to go. Coltrip was in front. Back up top, Croxall. On across for Coltrip. And it's off the glass and this one steered back in. Getting to it, trying to get to Hoffman. And the Elite have iced it instead. Two minutes played here in period 2. And got it in here by Winter, a chance. Kick line couldn't hold it in, just gets it back and now a chance for Hoffman. Hoffman. And a minor penalty to Dexter kick line for tripping. So the corner lifted along. Kept in by Coltrip. Now Sobke, now Hoffman. Staple along the boards. This is Hoffman coming ahead with it. Sobke, Desmarais, and Gensler steers it ahead. And out to center, Lashinsky. Fouls it ahead, Desmarais brings it in offside. 10 minutes to go in period 2. And this is Desmarais. Carried in there by Coltrip and across for Hoffman. Croxall lifts it in. And a red shot along for Hall. Steered along here for Coltrip. Turning back is Hoffman. Now a chance looking front, wouldn't go, but didn't come out. Lashinsky back down low, a chance, and Croxall is denied by Chen. Gensler. And the tie up along the boards here. Stoppage there as Retzschuk was on top of the puck. "22 seconds left in the man advantage, 9 minutes to go in period 2. Abinajar drops it off. Now a chance across for Isak, saved by Chen. Now Blauen takes it in behind. Dumps off for Abinajar. And this is Blauen out to center. Flips it ahead for Isak. Hall steers it around for Lashinsky. And Lashinsky ahead, and stoppage here for an offside. Kings return to full strength. To go in period 2. This is Retzschuk. Hoisting it along, Litzinger. Guides it on out. Cross for Vanier. Vanier dropped it ahead, Retzschuk. Back for a kick line. And off the boards, hoping for Fleming. And this will go for an offside.
Okay, hey, everyone stay positive.
Morris slides it back to center. Now Hoffman steering ahead, Gensler back for Chalk. Taken there by Winter. Now Sopke. Hoffman steered ahead, Gensler turns back with it. Off the boards for Morris. And Winter leans on Morris from the corner here. And a backhand there by Gensler wouldn't quite go. Tie up there, Croxall ties his man up. And Mix hoists it around the glass, so he kicks out of play. Just under 7 minutes to go in period 2. And the Kings still in front by a score of 1-0. Graham just leaves it along for Orr. And this is Brodeur, cuts to the middle. Chance is blocked. Coltrip to it. Puts it along. Croxall couldn't knock it down. Now Coltrip trip. And a maze here, and this is guided ahead briefly there by Croxall. Hoisted up ahead. A chance back for Lashinsky. Lashinsky moves in. Saved by Chen. Rebound follow up there. And Webb couldn't quite get to it. Webb still with it. Tie up, trying to emerge with it. Webb tries to cut back in. Tripped up by kick line. Delayed penalty on the Kings. Or for Croxall. Back down low. Back for Croxall. Chance redirection. Chen makes a save. And it's held on to by Chen. Minor penalty to kick line again for tripping. Same penalty, same player. And this is taken by Boardman. Boardman kicks it back for Lashinsky. And DeMarais. DeMarais moves in on a short-handed chance. Saved by Graham, knocked down. And puck played by Gensler with a by a high stick. And the draw one back to Lashinsky. Lashinsky here, back down low. Boardman cuts on in, fires a chance. Saved by Chen. Just over a minute left on the minor penalty, just past 5 minutes to go in period 2. Lifted ahead by Hall, but not out. Walking in is Lashinsky. Loose in front, and it went off the side of the goal. Blauen. Back for Lashinsky. And it's steered away. Abinajar going back for it. Flips it along, hoping for Blauen. And a stoppage here for an offside. Isik wins it back for Abinajar. Croxall tried to get it ahead for Isik. Tallis goes back for it, steers it along. Coltrip over there to try to hold it in. And this is Hoffman dealing it back down low. Isik tied up with Tallis. Still a tie up here, and working free with it is Hoffman. Hoffman, the dying seconds of the man advantage, and Chen just holds on. Draw one back to Abinajar, and it skips away. Tallis slips it along. Abinajar back down low, and a chance steered back behind. Hoffman turns away from Hall. Kings back to full strength. Down the corner, dropped off back. Tallis over here tries to kick it along for Morris, and it gets out to center. Abinajar. Sit back in by Croxall, lifted on out. Christensen was knocked down, and this is carried ahead by Webb. Webb drops off, and Gensler now with it. Hoists ahead for Croxall, but he's in offside. Now Morris lost the handle. Hoffman. And Christensen, Gensler. Taps it back in. Mix goes back for it. Steers it along for Winter. And Sopke ahead. Too far for Hoffman. Mix goes back for this one. Steers it along for Winter. Winter back behind along for Mix. And that one got it ahead by Vanier. But cut off by Hoffman. Punched along by Christensen. Across for Winter. Off the board, Sopke tied up with Kickline. And Winter has it and steers it back in. Gensler played ahead, and they say Kickline knocked it down with a high stick and played it. Just under 2 minutes to go in period 2. Boardman trying to deal it back. This is Abinajar. And now Orr steers it ahead for Blauen. Blauen on ahead. Hall intercepts. And this is Desmarais. And blowing a tire was Orr, but he got his stick in there to knock it away as Fiore gets out to center. Choi trying to get ahead. He couldn't. Blauen trying to steer it across. And this is brought back in by Desmarais. He's tied up. And Desmarais never got up after that. Not quite sure what happened as he's trying to pick himself up in the corner. Just over a minute to go in period 2. Tallis slips it ahead. Going down was Lashinsky. Now Mix steers it along Coltrick. Got it ahead. This one hoists it ahead, and Lashinsky couldn't knock it down. Lashinsky back in after it in the corner. Webb over there to try to tie up. 30 seconds to go in the period. And Fleming has it in the corner. Steers it on ahead for Castro. Castro walks on in. Castro, a chance. Saved by Graham. He holds on to that. Chancellor Fleming is steered aside by Graham. And this is Kickline turning with it, try to get towards the goal. Kickline again as time expiring, and it wouldn't have counted anyway. And we end the second period the way it started. Still a 1-0 lead for the Kings heading into the third. For the start of period 3 in this one. And Vanier couldn't quite get to it. This is Hretschek. Chopped out there by Negus. And Negus gathering it ahead. Negus has a man breaking towards the goal, tried to get to Brodeur, and that was Graham who steered the pass away. And Negus back on it quickly here. Gets it in front, steered away by Orr, off the board, so not out. Now again, it's Negus. Orr with this, hoists that one ahead off of Brodeur. And this one showed ahead. Tallis knocked it down. And goes across for Hretschek. Hretschek paddles it back in. Round of clearance for Avanajar. And this is Plowin tucking it back. A chance here for Boardman. Boardman looks in front. Save by Chen. And a chance brought back in by Litzinger, and it's held in the glove by Graham. Minute gone here in period 3. And this one flipped ahead by Croxall, but not out. Gettinger gets it towards the goal, steered aside by Graham. And this is ahead for Croxall. Croxall walks in, looks in front, and it's taken away by Kickline. Joe the head for Litzinger. Webb on ahead for Croxall, drops off for Lachinsky. Lachinsky looking to get it back to Croxall. Webb in there, steers it ahead. Kickline fires it around for Litzinger. chipped up the boards. And Mix plays along for Abinajar, but too far ahead of Lashinsky. Give away to Gettinger. Kick line on ahead for Litzinger. And he didn't gain center. And they're going to call it an icing on the Kings. 10:20 to go in the third. Kings holding on still to that 1-0 lead that came in the first period. Chopped along, now trying to get it back in front was Vanier. This one steered ahead, Sopke. Plays it ahead, Winter. Goes back forth, flips it along. Back at center. Chances foul back in. This is Orr taking it. Orr hoists it ahead. And Hretzchek will go back for it. That one caroms off the corner boards, and Hretzchek will try the other side. It's a good choice there as Christensen has it, but he couldn't step alongside Orr. Hretzchek trying to go back in, gets it. Steps along his man, now to the corner. And a chance here, lift it back to the corner. Morris tried to keep it in. Christensen to the corner. Now Morris. And across it comes for Hretzchek, and a chance to win go. Steered ahead. It kicks along the center. And now Tallis. Paddled back in by Morris. Orr. Now a chance here for Brodeur, steered aside by Graham. Fiore now gathered on in by Blauen. Blauen tries to step on by. This is Boardman, and a penalty coming to the Kings with 8:05 to go in the third. Penalty to Troy Negus, minor for hooking. Timeout taken by the Elites. 30-second timeout and a chance to tie it on a man advantage coming up. They'll talk it over. Avinajar plays it back for Lashinsky. Back across up top for Avinajar. And Lashinsky goes down low, looks across, and a chance is fired just high. And it's Croxall now. Across for Lashinsky, he let one go, but it was blocked. Now Croxall back down low for Webb. And a chance across for Lashinsky. Lashinsky down low for Webb. Webb tries to jam it in front, and it comes out, and a chance back the other way for Desmarais. Desmarais moves in, and a save by Graham. And the crowd gathers in front, most likely to congratulate him.
Never allowed to take Come on, boys.
Draws one back, and chances right ahead by Croxall. That one skips just wide. Kickline ties his man up, but he tries to spin away. It's Blauen. Croxall over there to help, but Kickline got to there first.
Presley, 60.
Off the draw. This is Gensler.